the thrust and grunt of military heavy metal, the growl of vintage warbirds, the roar of attack helicopters, the breathtaking excitement of high-octane aerobatics. Airshow 2017 covered the gamut of military, civil and historic aviation and much, much more. In the air and on the ground, it was aerospace and defence technology to the max. It was our biggest and most spectacular airshow ever.
The undisputed star of Avalon 2017 was the arrival of the Joint Strike Fighter, the F-35, which is the latest addition to Australia's combat aircraft arsenal. It's a fantastic aircraft, it's an exciting bit of kit, and the people came in their droves to see it.
Two of them thundered into Avalon on the Friday of the airshow week, and one strutted its awesome stuff with full-blown flying displays the following day. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the future of military aviation firsthand. The JSF features an array of groundbreaking technologies that puts it at the forefront of military aviation. Like the barnstormers of old, the amazing Sky Aces thrilled the crowd with their high-energy precision routine. In the van was Paul Bennett, National Aerobatics Champion, who formed the team and has taken it to major shows around the world. The Sky Aces is Australia's only high-performance civilian aerobatic team. They turned on a breathtaking display just metres from the ground. Smoke effects added to the drama of unforgettable Sky Aces experience.
We noticed a significant increase in the number of families coming to the show last time. We billed last air show as the ultimate family adventure, and nobody went home disappointed.
They voted with their feet and came in their droves to experience the unrivaled excitement of Airshow 2017. Enticed by perfect weather and a brilliant flying display, a record crowd of 210,664 turned out for the event. For the first time ever, the Gold Pass grandstands were at capacity. Those who had secured their places enjoyed the best seats in the house for the greatest show on Earth. Total aircraft attendances were 634, including 102 military aircraft from 8 nations. There was as much happening on the ground as there was in the air. The Australian International Airshow 2017 featured one of the largest technology and engineering displays ever held in the country. All 3 services were represented, with Army helicopters and artillery proving popular with the big crowd. Emergency service aircraft drew much attention. There was indeed something for everyone at Airshow 2017.
Our partnership with the Royal Australian Air Force over many years has been instrumental to the ongoing success of the Australian International Airshow here at Avalon. Last year was no exception. The RAAF made an outstanding contribution. Something like 50 combat aircraft participated in the event.
Apart from the Joint Strike Fighter, it also unveiled the new electronic warfare aircraft, the Growler. This amazing aircraft can dominate the battle space by jamming and disrupting enemy communications and guidance systems. The FA-18F Super Hornet turned on a brilliant display that included precision handling and simulated combat manoeuvres. It's powered by 2 General Electric turbofans, each generating almost 10,000 kilograms of thrust. The Super Hornet is among the most impressive aircraft ever built. It has 11 weapon stations and carries a full spectrum of guided missiles and bombs. The RAAF ground displays proved popular, with the giant heavy-lift C-17A drawing huge crowds. So too did the Air Force Hercules, converted into a flying hospital complete with operating theatre. 2 gallant veterans of war in the Pacific, a beautifully restored Hudson bomber and a Boomerang fighter flying escort. This Hudson was flown by the Royal Australian Air Force in late 1941, and it was amongst almost 3,000 built during World War II. Now it is the only one still capable of flight. The Boomerang was the only fighter aircraft totally designed and built in Australia. As such, it occupies an important place in Australian aviation history. More than 250 were built at the Commonwealth Aircraft Corporation factory at Fisherman's Bend, Victoria. Australia's leading warbird aerobatic team, the Southern Knights, joined the impressive list of world-class barnstormers at Airshow 2017. The troupe consists of 4 World War II Harvards that have been lovingly restored by their fastidious owners. In a stunning routine, the Southern Knights, flying only metres apart, performed a series of highly synchronised formation aerobatics. The Southern Knights were formed in 1996. Such is the rugged nature of the ever-reliable Harvard that no scheduled appearance has ever been cancelled for any reason. The Southern Knights have proudly upheld their motto, anywhere, anytime. Another of the US contingents was the revamped F-16C Viper. It was one of 14 combat aircraft from the land of the Stars and Stripes. The F-16 was among the most successful fighter jets ever built, and 4,000 of them are in use by 19 air forces around the world. It carries a potent arsenal of advanced air-to-air and air-to-surface missiles and one of the most modern electronic warfare systems.
In recent years, military reenactment has become a really important and central part of our event. They are a living history lesson and they add realism and characters, personalities to our event.
A series of battlefield reenactments provided a unique dimension to Airshow 2017. Battle sequences featured specialist military reenactment groups in authentic uniforms and genuine weaponry of the era. These displays paid tribute to our diggers and gave an insight into the ordeals faced by troops on the front line. This heart-stopping routine from the Oris Tin Sticks features the gravity-defying skills of American aerobatic ace Skip Stewart and Lithuanian marvel Jurgis Kairis. Stewart flies an aircraft dubbed Prometheus, part pit special and part of Stewart's own invention. Jurgis Kairis is a 2-times world freestyle aerobatics champion and has been a major attraction on the World Airshow circuit for 30 years. The split-second timing, incredible precision and worldwide reputation of the pair make it the perfect partner for quality watchmaker Oris. World's most expensive warplane, the F-22 Raptor, with a price tag of $400 million, it is both stealthy and extremely potent. Raptor can deliver a fearsome array of ordnance including missiles, guided bombs and high-powered cannon fire. Its shape and the use of radar-absorbent materials make it difficult to detect and track by radar. Raptor is also designed to have low radio heat and noise emissions and is difficult to see with the naked eye. By any standards, the Raptor is an extraordinary piece of military hardware. At Avalon, it performed with high-energy handling displays and was also available for up-close inspection on the ground.
The Airshow is really 2 major events in one. The first is this major public entertainment spectacular featuring the most exciting aerial displays that anyone could see anywhere in the world. And the second element is, of course, the trade show. This is a comprehensive international exhibition that takes Australian industry to the world by bringing the world to Australia.
The Aerospace and Defence Exposition attracted a record 664 participating exhibitor companies. Of these, 451 were from Australia and 213 from overseas, representing 25 countries. The trade day attendances totalled 34,000, another record. Official delegations numbered 158. Half of these were from overseas. Delegates came to compare and evaluate competing products and services. Local companies were part of this highly impressive showcase, which allowed them to display their technologies to the world. In conjunction with Expo, a congress of 44 conferences, seminars and industry workshops which attracted 2,300 delegates. The Expo has become one of the largest and most important technology and engineering showcases in the country. The full range of Army and Navy rotary wing warriors strutted their high-tech stuff at Airshow 2017. Among them, the mighty Tiger attack helicopter. It is the Army's most advanced chopper and is capable of packing a powerful punch on the battlefield. The Royal Australian Navy also displayed its helicopters, among them the ever-popular Dancing Squirrels. This precision routine also showcased the skills of our Navy pilots.
Many of the warbirds that we display at the Australian International Airshow at Avalon are an important part of Australia's aviation history, and they're our way of paying tribute to the bravery and the pioneering achievements of Australian aviators of the bygone era.
A trio of gallant old warhorses soaring through the skies at Avalon: Curtiss P-40N Warhawk, a Supermarine Spitfire and a Gloucester Meteor F-8. The Warhawk was making its airshow debut after a 12-year restoration project. The most famous combat aircraft in the era also displayed its style, dash and airborne elegance in the skies over Avalon. The Spitfire was developed in the 1930s and gained legendary status during the Battle of Britain. Australians flew Spitfires throughout the southwest Pacific and in the defence of Darwin. The pair is joined by a rare survivor of the jet age, the only Gloucester Meteor F-8 still flying. Meteors occupy a proud place in the history of the Royal Australian Air Force. In 1946, they became the first jet fighters to enter service with the RAAF. Sundown on the Friday of Airshow Week, and patrons brace for the unforgettable Night of Light pageant. Enter the graceful super constellation. This 1950s classic was put through her elegant paces against the darkening night sky. With flames shooting from beneath her engine cowlings, she made a spectacular sight. The bare bones of the Connie were found in an aircraft graveyard in the United States. She was painstakingly rebuilt by members of the Historic Aircraft Restoration Society who operate her to this day. US barnstormer Bob Carlton followed close in the Connie's slipstream with a brilliant display of precision flying. Carlton, a retired rocket scientist, has been flying aerobatics for the past 40 years. He operates a number of high-performance aircraft and is seen here at the controls of his Subsonics microjet. Swedish and world gliding champion Johan Gustafsson made his Australian debut at Airshow 2017. His aircraft, the Polish-designed SZD-59 Acro. The Acro can reach speeds of almost 300 kilometres per hour and is built to withstand load limits of plus 7G to negative 5G. Night of Light climaxed in a kaleidoscope of colour, fireworks, explosions and showers of bright sparks. This brilliant display featured the spectacular Wall of Fire.
By any standard, it was a great event. Aviation, aerospace, defence and technology, it was all there in spades. Join us in March 2019 when the Australian International Airshow returns to Avalon.